Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Sunday. Happy Sunday fun day. I've been saying this in the other videos, but just to give you guys a heads up and a little bit of an update, I am not in my studio this until like Wednesday, I think, because we came to our other place that we rent out. And I didn't want to bring the studio setup because Jason just got it to a place that we think we want it, which has been a big pain in the ass. And you guys know this if you're watching. So it's always annoying to move the studio. I was like, I'm not going to move it. I'm just going to record audio. And I hope that's okay, especially because we have great topics. And you know what? Sometimes it's okay to hide my face, especially I'm breaking out right now. So trust me, you guys don't want to see this shit. Anyways, pop off in the comment section. If you guys are not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell and let's jump right in. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Okay, guys. So before we get into it, I have to share this. Is it Coca Macoca? Okay. Said, why in God's name is Rachel's publicist, does she want to discuss Rachel's lawsuits on Rachel's podcast, which is being used as evidence to invalidate Rachel's own claims and Rachel's own lawsuits? Yeah, I don't know why she's doing that. I don't know why Rachel or her publicist or anybody over there on that side of the planet Earth does anything. There is no way anyone in their right mind would think that this is a good decision. Rachel having a podcast on its own was a bad decision. What is literally happening right now? Also, LOL, she tagged a bunch of creators, even though she has literally harassed ones that she doesn't like, but Godspeed, girl. Here we go.
Woman is Rachel's publicist, and she is currently making one of the worst PR decisions I could possibly imagine. She is literally asking people to send in, quote, lawsuit questions to talk about on Rachel's podcast. She tagged a bunch of content creators, ones she hasn't publicly dragged yet. May I remind you, Rachel's own podcast is being used as evidence against her to invalidate her own claims in the lawsuit filing against Tom and Ariana. I went over all of those legal documents on my YouTube. I genuinely don't understand what this woman is doing, but go off, I guess.
Hey, okay, so this coming week, I'm going to take over Rachel Goes Rogue. I am going to take over Rachel's podcast with entertainment reporter Lene Brody, because Rachel can't really talk about the lawsuits because she's in them. I can. So we're going to dig into who's winning, who's losing, why now, why all these lawsuits, cast member against cast member, cast members against network. It's going crazy right now. So we're going to dig into the why. We're going to dig into the PR behind it. Some of the PR moves, some of the messaging. Let's put out a lawsuit. Let's retract a lawsuit. Let's put out a statement. I'm the victim. It's wild right now. So we're going to try to address all of this, okay? So if you have any questions that you want answered, put them in my comments so that I can get to as many as I possibly can next week with Lene, and we're going to try to dig in and answer the questions. So put any questions in the comments. Watch Rachel Goes Rogue next week, or listen to it, and you will see what we have to say about all these lawsuits. Why now? What's the PR behind it? What's the reason? Tune in. It's good stuff. See you then.
This woman is Rachel's publicist, and she is currently making one of the worst PR decisions I could possibly imagine. She is...
Okay, well, you can't write that shit. But speaking of Rachel Goes Rogue, and also we know Vanderpump Rules ties into the Valley, and the Valley is a little kind of baby of what Vanderpump Rules was. We got to talk about this shit too. Can we? Shall we? Yeah, we shall. Thank you to Reality Blurb. Michelle Lally, who is on the Valley, opened up about her divorce and her ex-husband, Jesse Lally, also on the Valley, during an Ask Me Anything session on her Instagram story earlier this week. Months after confirming that they were parting ways after nearly 6 years of marriage, as the Valley began airing on Bravo, Michelle took to social media to answer questions from her fans and followers, many of whom wanted to know about her and Jesse's dynamic and the upcoming second season of their show. Why did they move out, is what one person asked. He was never going to leave, and I had to. That's what Michelle replied. Why is Jesse so high maintenance? And she said, beats me, not my problem anymore. Someone else asked Michelle if she had any tips for families going through a divorce with little girls. She said, think of the child first. I always say positive things to Isabella about her dad, even if I'm angry with him. Attend important functions together and let them see that you're both friends and that you can be together in the same room, and set your differences aside. Isabella is much happier seeing her parents in a better place. Now, then, when another IG user asked, "Have you guys started filming?" she failed to comment with a winking face emoji. But since filming Valley Season 1 in 2023, Michelle and Jesse have moved on from their marriage with new partners, including her boyfriend, Aaron Nosler, and his girlfriend, Lacey Nicole. But during a Q&A with her fans and followers in May, Michelle said that when it came to how she and Jesse revealed their split to Isabella, she's not sure that they did it the right way. I felt that she's a little too young for an explanation. I did tell her that she was going to have 2 houses and mommy and daddy weren't going to live together, but she has 2 homes no matter what, and we both love her so much. And she didn't really ask, and it quickly became the new normal for her. Well, as somebody who's a product of divorce, it's not an easy conversation, obviously. And I don't think that anybody has a handbook on how to do it. You know, people can write it, but like when it was sold to me, when my parents got divorces, and it kind of like it got old, but it was like, Adam, we're going to have 2 Christmases. And Adam, this is your new family. And Adam, I hate this. Hold on. The best way that I can say any of this is just, there's not a right way to do it, right? You're never going to be prepared to have that conversation. But if you are doing it and you are going to have that conversation with a kid, like, be an adult and put kid gloves on, because the innocence that you take away from anybody and making them grow up so fast, it's just selfish. So if you don't have to do that, don't. Preserve their innocence. Preserve a kid being a kid, not making them grow up and have to like try to fight or survive or figure it out, because that's what works for you as the parent. So the kid is, what do they say? They're they're resilient. Kids are resilient. It's like, no, sometimes kids don't need to be resilient. Sometimes kids just need to be a kid, and that's okay. I don't even mean to get emotional about that shit, but like for me, having these conversations, like even listening, I couldn't even imagine. And I know that there's not a real right way to say it. You know, like my parents did the best that they could. My mom wrote me a journal. My stepmom burned it. Well, she put it in the bottom of a bathtub and then she burned it before I could even read through all of it. Like, there's not a right way to tell your kids that you're getting a divorce. But I think that ripping off a Band-Aid is not the way to do it. I think that sometimes you can ease them into a conversation. But I guess, like I said, there's really no guide to it. Anyways, I didn't think that this was an emotional Sunday. And on that note, I was going to do 2 more videos, but I am going to gather my shit together and I'm going to go sit by a pool and enjoy Sunday Fun Day. And I love you guys so much. I don't have a pool, by the way, so don't be like, oh, bougie Adam. I'm going to go sit by somebody else's pool. But happy Sunday Fun Day. I'm sending you guys all the love. I hope you guys have the best, most beautiful weekend. And I will see you guys so very soon. The next 2 days will be like this. So thank you guys for still listening and watching. Love you guys. Have a great day.